please join us in standing or remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the spring commencement exercises for Pellissippi State Community College. It is an honor for us to have the family and friends of the graduating class of 2023 join the faculty and staff of this college for this august occasion. A special welcome and the first congratulations to all of those of you who are graduating today, for this is your day. Let's give them a round of applause, first round of applause for our graduates. I'm fortunate to be among the first to congratulate you. I'm so very proud of you and very much look forward to congratulating you personally in just a few minutes. Just how few depends upon the other speakers in this program. I was reminded of a couple of important things this week. One, you can't control the weather. I may have set a record for checking the weather app on my personal record weather app on my phone this week. But you can control how you respond to circumstances, and that's probably a good lesson. We're fortunate to have a beautiful day this afternoon to celebrate commencement. I'm not going to complain about how warm or how hot it is, because we could be getting soaked if the forecast had gone as we thought earlier in the week. If you brought an umbrella, feel free to use it as a parasol. Today is an important day. Stephen Guise, author of Many Habits, thinks of accomplishments this way. Every great accomplishment rests on the foundation of what came before it. When you trace it back, you'll see that it was one small step started it all. In my mind, for those of you graduating today, today seems to be both of these things, a significant accomplishment and a step forward. I'm certain you have learned during your time here that your accomplishments are earned with the love and kindness and support of others. So I'm going to give our graduates a moment to stand up, give a little wave. Go ahead, graduates, stand up. Give a little wave or shout out, acknowledgement to all of those who helped you get to this point. Might be a member of the college faculty or staff. Might be a member of your family, a friend, your parents, your children. Just give them a wave and let them know how much their support meant to you and your success. All right, go ahead. You're done. As you leave campus, head out in the wider world, a number of you will begin work in your chosen field of study. Others will complete a transfer degree before entering your chosen profession. Regardless of your path, my hope is that you will apply what you've learned in your studies here with a high degree of success as a welder, nurse, maintenance technician, audio engineer, teacher, manager, lawyer, or whatever you may be. Your work will have a legacy. I want to pause for a minute to recognize the legacy of Tommy Walker. Tommy passed away this spring. He is the gentleman that helped that crafted this mace that the college has used in its ceremonies over the course of the past decade or so and will continue to use for decades to come. It was built with love. Tommy left a legacy of love for his family, for this college, and his craft. We look forward to using this and remembering his great work as we carry forward. I also hope as you move out into the world that you will be an engaged citizen who reads and thinks and engages on important issues and challenges that face our communities and helps find solutions to our most pressing problems. We actually need you and your best ideas. I hope you know as you leave Pellissippi State that those who have encouraged and supported you to this point will continue to do so. Stay in touch. Let us know how we can support you on the next leg or two of your journey. At this moment, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to the stage party. The mace bearer today and our outstanding full-time faculty, Amanda Carwell-Coxon, Regent Danny Varlin, our honor graduate, Casey Looper, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Kelly Toon, Vice President of Student Affairs, Rustin Johnson, our readers for the ceremony today, Roxana Beach and Oakley Adderson, and the deans of the college, Michael Wolf, Business and Computer Technology, Margaret Ann Jeffries, Engineering and Media Technologies, Inez Gibson, English, Jonathan Fowler, Liberal Arts, Mary Ellen Spencer for the libraries, Merve Kester Thomas, Mathematics, Kane Barker, Natural and Behavioral Sciences, and Jesse Belknap, Nursing. We also have on the stage Vice President of External Affairs for the first time, Dr. Patty Weaver. Thank you. It's now my privilege to introduce Regent Danny Varlin, who will bring greetings from the Tennessee Board of Regents. She was appointed to the board on September 29th, 2010, representing the 2nd Congressional District. She was reappointed to serve a 2nd term starting in 2013 and a 3rd term in 2019. In her professional career, she has served as the Major Gifts and Annual Giving Officer at East Tennessee Children's Hospital, President of East Tennesseans for Airfare Competition, and Program Director for Leadership Knoxville. She has served her community in many capacities and continues to be an advocate for community and technical colleges, including this one. I also know that she really loves being a grandmother. So please join me in welcoming Regent Varlin to the stage.
Good afternoon. And he's right, I do love being a grandmother. My grandmother's name is Yaya, which is Greek, and today I got to go to my first grandparent day with one of my grandkids. So this is a red letter day. From that to graduation. Please don't make it this fast for her to get there. So thank you again for inviting me, President Wise, distinguished faculty and staff, most importantly, our graduates, their families, friends, and guests. I'm so honored to be with you on this important day in your lives. And on behalf of the 19 members of the Tennessee Board of Regents, including Governor Bill Lee, who is our chairman, I bring you greetings and our sincere congratulations. I know what a proud day it is for you and your families. For myself and my fellow Board of Regents, it is a very gratifying day as well, because being here with you today, seeing you awarded the degrees and the certificates you have earned, is what makes our service on the board so rewarding. Seeing the proud faces of your loved ones, parents, family members, and friends makes our work at the Board of Regents so worthwhile. You are why we serve, you are why the board exists, and you are why Pellissippi State Community College is here. Our chief responsibility as board members is to make sure that you have the best faculty, the best resources, and the best environment possible to help you learn and succeed. Thank you to the faculty and staff for your dedication and hard work. "2022 was an exciting year at Pellissippi State, and 2023 has already made a great start with its first spring over spring enrollment increase since 2018. Some important highlights from this past year include the Steve and Ruth West Workforce Development Center opening at Pellissippi State's Blount County campus in August 2022. The $16.5 million, 51,000 square foot building was designed to help fill the need for highly skilled, college-educated employees. The Workforce Development Center houses 4 Pellissippi State programs, including culinary arts, my favorite, which brought home 3 wins at the annual Taste of Blount event in September. The new building also gave culinary arts the space to expand course offerings, adding a baking and pastry arts option for students. And you will see the graduates of this program all over our region because I think they have 100% hiring in that program. It's amazing. Pellissippi State Strawberry Plains campus celebrated the 10th anniversary in September 2022 by opening its new library, home of the Appalachian Heritage Project. This project is funded by part of the National Endowment for the Humanities. It features curated collections of materials about all aspects of the region and quarterly programming focused on the arts, literature, customs, and the history of our area. The project already has 869 assets available to the community, and it's growing every day. One of my personal favorites, the Pellissippi Pantry, that serves students and employees who are experiencing food insecurity, moved into a new, larger space that allows participants to choose their own items from the shelves rather than having food prepackaged for them by volunteers. The pantry also expanded its inventory to include toiletries and baby care items. Not surprisingly, Pellissippi State collected more items for its food pantry than any other community or technical college in Tennessee for the 4th consecutive year, a whopping 47,788 items. That's pretty impressive. And something we have wanted to do for a long time. High school athletes who want to continue their sports on a collegiate level will have another option next year. Pellissippi State adds competitive athletics in fall 2023. The National Junior College Athletic Association officially accepted Pellissippi State into the conference at their meeting in October of 2022. And Pellissippi State plans to offer 8 sports, is that right, Anthony, in its inaugural season. So everybody get your blue and gold ready. Beginning in the 2023-24 school year, Pellissippi State is one of 4 Tennessee community colleges, and there was a competition for this, along with Southwest Community College, Jackson State, and Walters State, that will be piloting the new Reimagining the Community College Experience initiative. Pellissippi State specifically will be assigning all incoming students a success team, including an academic advisor, a mentor, and a success coach. The college also has reorganized its academic programs into 8 career communities that will go beyond the classroom to give students real-world experience and an edge in a competitive workforce. Pellissippi remains the largest community college in Tennessee in terms of enrollment and consistently has the highest graduation rates averaged among all the 13 community colleges. But by far the most important news today is your success as students. Today you become part of Pellissippi State's proud history. Regardless of whether you're continuing your studies at a university or launching your careers, as of today, Pellissippi State is your alma mater. You can be proud to say that you're an alumnus of a great college. Your graduation today is a comma, not a period, in your lives, and will cause ripple effects in your life and the lives of your families and in our community across time. You've built a foundation that will help the next generations achieve even more. So go out in the world with confidence, with humility, and with gratitude. Confidence in what you have learned and your ability to persevere. Humility combined with pride in your accomplishments, and gratitude to your parents, your families, your friends, the faculty and staff here, and everyone who's helped you succeed. On behalf of the entire Board of Regents, congratulations and best wishes. Thanks to you all, the class of 2023. Thank you.
I'd like to take a moment to introduce our commencement speaker, Casey Looper, who also happens to be graduating alongside each of you today. Casey's graduating with an Associates of Science in Communication Studies. During his Pellissippi State career, he first attended the Strawberry Plains campus and then finished his last year here at Hardin Valley. On campus, Casey was very involved with American Sign Language and the Pellissippi State Speech and Debate Team, the award-winning Speech and Debate Team. In just the last 2 semesters, Casey has competed and won numerous speech competitions. I hope this is not putting any pressure on you. Including 5 national awards and 3 state awards. Casey plans to transfer into a 4-year institution. Are we getting an announcement today? No. Okay, all right. He will not be announcing the school of his choice today, where he will earn his bachelor's in Rhetoric Speech Communication Studies and continue to participate in collegiate speech and debate. Please join me in welcoming Casey Looper to the podium.
Well, hello and welcome family, friends, faculty, alumni, and those who have shaped the class I am so proud and honored to represent today, class of 2023. For a person who has actually given an abundance of speeches over this past semester, I am honored, grateful, and actually a little terrified to be sitting in front of you guys today. Mainly because I knew it was going to be quite the intimidating task to sum up each of our unique and beautiful paths, specifically in this institution, in just a few minutes. So, of course, as I began to prepare for this speech, I talked to my friends and fellow classmates to reflect on what they have learned and what they are most proud of in their time here at Pellissippi State Community College. And they all told me some very tough, challenging and great stories, but the biggest thing that stood out to me was the challenges that they faced to specifically be a student. For many of you, this path to commencement has not been an easy one, and choosing to go to college in and of itself can be a daunting task. Some of us sacrifice time with our families. Parents and adult learners have sacrificed times with their kids. We sacrifice the convenience of fast food and coffee runs as we were trying to cover the cost of tuition. We sacrificed Friday night out with our friends to study. And some of you took on smaller paychecks because you were committed to school. Well, I'm pretty sure all of us wanted to give up at some point. But it wasn't so easy to turn in that vigorous biology homework or actually write our speeches when we realized that Turnitin now catches AI-generated work. But through our individual challenges, you persevered, and you did it. And now, look at all of us sitting here. It has paid off. If I am being completely honest, I am always hesitant to tell people that I attend a community college. I almost want to say, oh, I just attend a college in Knoxville, so they might understand that I go to the University of Tennessee. But that's because most of our society discredits attending a community college. But as I have attended Pellissippi, I have realized it is community colleges that has an approach to education that you cannot get anywhere else. They have the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. Community colleges do not concern itself with our ACT or ACT scores or your previous academic performance. And it provides a tuition at the cost where it is not as much as buying a new car. It provides a personal approach in classrooms instead of sitting in a 100-seat lecture hall where you are just a number. Pellissippi State Community College takes the word community and defines it at its core. So thank you, Dr. Wise, the leadership team, and the administration for creating a place that exists to serve all of us, no matter what the challenges may be. What do you want to be when you grow up? We've all been asked this question for several years, and as children, we would often respond with an ambitious, somewhat fantasy answer. I'd always apply a Broadway actor. But with time and perhaps a better sense of reality, our responses to this same question changed because it became more realistic in our lives. And I imagine if I were to ask you all today the same question, you'd probably respond with one of the standard college answers. For some of you, you came to learn or enhance your knowledge in a specific trade or career path. Others, this might be your only first step in your academic path. And for some of us, we have absolutely no idea what we're doing tomorrow. And despite what others might tell you, that is perfectly okay. For me, it changes every single day. Depending on the day, I might be going to a new college or pursuing some professional career. But even in all those answers, do you realize that none of these responses actually answered the question I was asking? What do you want to be is not the same question as what do you want to do. It's being versus doing. We often conflate these verbs and respond to the question better suit for society that we must always be doing something. Doing simply means action, but being takes a little deeper to imply presence and intention in our actions. And while this may seem like a very small difference, in the real world, who you choose to be is far more important than what we choose to do. Whichever career we choose, we are going to face deadlines. We're going to face pressure and exhaustion, very familiar to the feeling of this college campus. But just like we have faced these past couple years, in that stressful environment, sometimes it can only feel like we have to do, and keep going. But so much is lost in this approach, because when you just go through the motions, you lose sight of any greater purpose of why this all matters, why you matter. In the words of George Boggs, President and CEO of the American Association of Community Colleges, teachers are the truly scholars who work magic both for their community and for the lives of students. And it was because of the influence here at Pellissippi State that I stopped looking at the do and started focusing on. It was first Professor Gay Baker who deepened my passion for American Sign Language. Thank you for not only teaching me the language, but physically taking me outside of the classroom into the deaf community to practice my coursework. It was then Professor Anita Maddox who quickly encouraged me and gave me the confidence to follow my passions, to not let anyone shoot me down. And then it was Dr. Annie Gray who challenged me to never be satisfied, to always keep learning, and to never think that I've arrived to the scene. And then it was my current advisors, Professor Stein, Professor Kaufman, Miss Connie, and Dr. C, who brought me to new heights. You all challenged me to not just write speeches, but to dive deeper and to voice the stories that I want to share. And finally, thank you to Dr. Shaquille Marsh, simply for everything, for strengthening not only my academic career and professional life, but for developing who I am as a person. To the 7 of you, I am forever grateful. I spent a lot of my life yes, a round of applause for all of our faculty and teachers here. I spent a lot of my life just doing, as I said earlier, just doing work, planning my time around to-do lists, always feeling pressure to do more. But it's because of these influences that I am able to unlock the experiences of simply being, to be enough, to be happy, to be patient with myself, and to be joyful. But of course now, as we graduate Pellissippi, who has served its good in influencing us in the college, it is now our time to go and influence others. As the Greek philosopher once said, the only constant is change. Our world is constantly changing. And throughout history, it was because of individuals and their voices that we saw change. Class of 2023, we are the next voices. So that remains the question, how are you going to spend your time? Because this today will quickly join the history classes of yesterday that will be talked about. My dad once said, we are only guaranteed 2 days, today and then that day that our time on this earth is done. The truth is, we are not even guaranteed the next second. So not knowing when that day ourselves is how we are going to live today that will influence on people's lives and impact our community. Be intentional. Invest in those around you. Be humble. Never stop learning. Embrace challenges. Be kind. Take risk. Explore your opportunities. Simply learn to be, and not always be focused on your next do. Many of you here this evening will teach our children. You will nurse us back to health. You will entertain us, and some of you will even ensure that our rights are being protected. But no matter your role, our nation will not be better because of the title of your profession. It will be better for the influence you have had in changing our community. Each of us are beautifully designed with backgrounds, stories, passions, and talents. Instead of letting our differences separate us, allow them to bring us together. Pellissippi State Community College, thank you for the influence and memories on our lives. In class of 2023, it is now up to you to change those around you, then your local city, on to the nation, and maybe even the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey, for those thoughtful and inspiring words. As we prepare for the conferring of awards, please note the special cords and stoles that some of our students are wearing for the various honors they have earned. I would also like to call your attention to the Outstanding Graduates and Awards page near the back of your commencement program that details the awards and recognitions students received at our annual Student Awards program held just a week ago on April 26. In addition to the various achievements noted in the program, there are several notable accomplishments amongst our graduates that I will recognize at this time. So graduates, as I call your name, please stand. Charles Wilhite. Charles, a magna cum laude candidate for the Associate of Arts degree in Business Management, is a veteran of the United States Army. During his time at Pellissippi State, Charles has been actively involved in local, state, and national levels. Charles has served as a new student orientation leader, Student Government Association Speaker of the House, and Vice President and Communications Specialist for the Speech and Debate team. In 2022, Charles was head of the Pellissippi delegation to the Tennessee Intercollegiate State Legislature, and under his leadership, Pellissippi won Best House Delegation for the entire state. A husband to Angela, who is also graduating here today, candidate for Associate of Science in Teaching, father of two, Charles is a member of the award-winning speech and debate team and earned many accolades at the state and national levels. Please join me in recognizing Charles for his service and outstanding accomplishments. Skills USA is an organization which offers competitive activities in which students strive to achieve in a variety of occupational skill and leadership areas. Competition in skill and personal achievement is encouraged at all levels. Leadership contests include public speaking, parliamentary procedure, safety, opening and closing ceremonies, and job interviewing. Occupational skill contests include the building trades, health occupations, automotive technology, the electronics industry, and personal services. Among many others, there are competitions for outstanding Skills USA chapter, community service, entrepreneurship, and customer service. In the graduating class, there are several students that have distinguished themselves in state competition by earning a medal. Students who earned gold medals qualify for the national competition, which will be held in Atlanta, Georgia on June 19th with the other gold medalists from the other 49 states. So students, as I call your names, please stand and be recognized. Charles Wilhite, Extemporaneous Speaking, silver medal. Casey Looper, Extemporaneous Speaking, gold medal. Ashley Sanford, Digital Cinema Production, gold medal. Lindy Oliver, Digital Cinema Production, gold medal. And Jack Day, Welding Sculpture, gold medal. Please join me in congratulating these students. The Medal of Service is an award given to graduating students who serve at least 60 hours of documented service during their career at Pellissippi State. So in addition to managing their academic and personal responsibilities, they have given of themselves selflessly to their communities. In the graduating class, there were a number of students who earned this distinction. Please stand as I call your name. Benjamin Adams, Meredith Farrell, Elisa Flores. Please join me in congratulating these students for their service. Pellissippi State has an award-winning speech and debate team, as you have heard several times now, that has won individual and team competitions all over the nation. Earlier this year, for example, they competed at the 5th annual Tennessee Valley Invitational Speech and Debate Tournament and earned a record of 34 awards, including 1 in debate and 9 individual speech event championships. In total, the team has earned in excess of 100 individual and team awards this year. In the graduating class, there are several students who were on this award-winning debate team, and I will recognize them at this time. So students, please stand as I call your names. Benjamin Adams, Casey Looper, Jeannie Stubber, and Charles Wilhite. Each year, Pellissippi State recognizes those students in the graduating class who have distinguished themselves academically by earning a particular cumulative grade point average. To recognize this accomplishment, some of our student graduates have gold and royal blue braided cords adorning their caps and gowns. The cords represent our honor students who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Within our honor graduates, there are 3 distinct categories: cum laude with praise, magna cum laude with high praise, and summa cum laude with highest praise. There is a detailed description and explanation of these categories in your commencement program. Amongst our honor graduates, there is a small cadre of students that have distinguished themselves even further. They have completed their associate's degrees and earned a perfect cumulative grade point average of 4.0. They are designated today by the Royal Blue Mortar Board. As they stand, this is your cue to stand. Please join me in saluting them for this outstanding accomplishment. And now the moment you have all been waiting for, the presentation of the candidates.
So we now move to the part of the ceremony for which the candidates have worked so diligently. The candidates will prepare for the conferring of their degrees. Will the candidates please rise? Stand up. These candidates have successfully completed all of the requirements for the Associate of Applied Science, the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Fine Arts, or the Associate of Science in Teaching degrees. The faculty recommends these candidates to you for the conferring of these degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I do, on the recommendation of the faculty, grant to you the degree that you will now be presented. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboard. Graduates, you may now move forward for the presentation of diplomas.
The following are candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree. George Conley Childress. Savannah Bailey Spencer. Benjamin Hardy. David J. Brennan. Alexander Guadagno. Austin Race Llewellyn. Madison Dan. Amy Yvonne Petty. Emily Rain Johnson. Carrie Allison Berta. Jaden B. Emerson. Jean Marie Stuber. Morgan Lee Jones. Misty Rose Hankins. Rebecca Lynn Clary. Joshua Thomas Collins. Dusty Eugene Tyler. Teresa Lynn Beavers. Lori Marie Hirsch. Callie Massey. Heather Morales. Emily Autumn Dunn. Tatiana Arvat, summa cum laude. Madison Ray Kelly. Alexis North. Jacqueline DeMars, cum laude. Krista Kalalo Lucas, summa cum laude. Sheridan Elisa Mercer, summa cum laude. Zi Jing Kaur, cum laude. Jessica Morales Gay, cum laude. Logan Burns, magna cum laude. Paul Johnson. Nizreen Yaqub, magna cum laude. Micah Cheyenne Anderson, magna cum laude. Michael Chapin. Bradley Johnson. Jack Alton Day, summa cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Samuels. Elisa Catherine Flores. Thank you. Oh, okay, thank you. Amber Sierra Locke. Lisa Danielle Glosser. Janelyn Stevens. Grace Ella Mears. Samantha Baldwin Griffin. Angela Michelle Black. Amanda Jean Cooper. Madeline R. Adkins. April Elaine Clark. Eric Scott Reese. Zachary Stephen Poindexter. Charles Marsh. Brittany Nicole Whitley. Benjamin Jacob Adams, cum laude. Emma Kate Calloway. Jennifer Lynn Fritz. Deanna Camille Drum. Christina Winfrey Raycheck. Meredith Lee Farrell. Nicholas Adam McFarland. Colton Gregory Cagle. Bennett Miller Pierce. Amani Karis Marion, cum laude. Alanalani Marie Shanley, magna cum laude. Sierra Ann Morse. Emma Isabel Herron. Laura Elizabeth Cutshaw, cum laude. Melissa Hope Cox. Kendrick Donovan Cox. Caitlin R. Avery. Zachary Martin, cum laude. David Ethan Bunch. Jeffrey James Riot. Reed Mac Whipple. Zeb Julian. Abby D. Underwood, magna cum laude. Zachary Wade Taylor. William Wesley Fugate, cum laude. Michaela Renee Allen. Luis Angel Gallegos. Timothy Dorian Thomas Jr. Romia Morton. William Gerald Long. Samantha Marie Shoemate. Quinn Stewart Perry. Ethan Kent. Bedford Muncie Cox. Simon Garrett Shelton, cum laude. Kiera Y. McClendon. Margaret Ann Trabalka, cum laude. Kennedy Leanne Jackson, magna cum laude. Gracelyn Alexis Johnston, cum laude. Matthew Paul Cooper. Charles O'Neill Bell, magna cum laude. Lindy Marie Oliver, summa cum laude. Ashley Danielle Sanford, summa cum laude. Tabitha E. Breeden, magna cum laude. Brett Charles Garrett. Logan Reed Espy, cum laude. Brandy Diane Campbell, magna cum laude. Ryan Joseph Simmons, summa cum laude. Haley Marie DeLue. Myra Alejandra Rodriguez, cum laude. Candice Stemme. Faith Ann Young. Jessica Denise Botts.
Hello. The following are candidates for the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Fine Arts, or the Associate of Science in Teaching degrees. Sydney Grace Domermuth. Rebecca Fiona Yearwood. Magna cum laude. Tracy Lynn Brown, cum laude. Catherine Grace Garrett. Caitlin Renee Strunk. Addison Michelle Ashley. Levi Dante Kiesler, magna cum laude. Zachariah Ray Bowers. Declan Graham Hunter. Holden Bryant Elmore. Maria Caitlin Gonzalez, cum laude. Mason Douglas Black. Audrey Carol Palladino, magna cum laude. Elena Olivia Peak. Carson Andrew Dodd. Caden Reed Turner. Chuck Elliott Moody. Emily Grace Hoichow Pass. Mason M. Speenberg. Motaz Abu Kaoud. Kimberly Renee Schaefer. Lily Marie Buell, summa cum laude. Julia Catherine Green. Ethan Michael Robertson, cum laude. Rafe Alexander Schmeltz. Sarah Liam. Jessica Silversharp. Summers. Joshua Miles Cruz. Jacob Russell May. Lance Kelvin Schuler. Jake Allen Grady. Austin L. Talley. Megan Elaine Horn. Jeffrey Wayne Simpson, summa cum laude. Tylen Keanu Cook, summa cum laude. Casey Keith Looper. Christopher Stewart Barker, summa cum laude. Brett Allen Beard. Winston Gabriel Harden. Alyssa Delaney Heath. Elizabeth Ann McFall. Jacob Michael Corley. Kobe Ray Suttereth, magna cum laude. Jaslyn Alexandra Casais. Emma Elizabeth Wiley. Malak Rahman, magna cum laude. Audra Jo Phillips. Jeremiah Lamonte Washington. Christopher S. Ramos Medina. Joanna Marie Alejandro Lugo Budrewicz. Pierce Donovan Toronto. Anthony Daniel Damiano. Avery J. Brown. Olivia A. Levitt, summa cum laude. Haley L. McCulloch. Matthew Connor Jacob, cum laude. Kara Madeline Jones, summa cum laude. Magna cum laude, pardon me. Vicky Atkins Johnson. Elizabeth Cambron. Tyler James Hicks, cum laude. Rebecca LeMay Kreider. Bridget Nicole Gland, magna cum laude. Chase Manning Carico, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Thacker, summa cum laude. August Sean Letitia, summa cum laude. Denise Hodgins. Ethan Robert Wirtz. Evan Thomas White. Lydia Renee Capps. Landon Daniel Curry. Sarah Rose Howell, summa cum laude. Brooke Nicole Lawson, cum laude. Ashley Jane Fowles. Ryan Christopher Hancock. Hunter Nicholas Frazier. Avery Nicole Risher. Trenton Rain Hahn. Daniel Gaitor, cum laude. Lillian Isabella Roskin, summa cum laude. Aida Sophia Lundy. Emily Jane Offit. Roy Steiner, cum laude. Ariel Nicole Morgan. Micah Calkins, magna cum laude. Sequoia Kimberly McCabe, magna cum laude. Anastasia M. Moorhead. Heather Renee Murray. Jessica M. Cornwell, magna cum laude. Kirsten Marie Formentera Haggins, summa cum laude. Brandy Elaine Burnett. Elizabeth R. Hutchison. Aaliyah Nicole Reeves. Angela M. Oslowski. Alejandro Avalos, magna cum laude. Allison Grundy, magna cum laude. Tyler Nestor Trucco. Reagan Elizabeth Stump. Elizabeth Francis Kovach. Ginger Peterson. Woo! Dane Sands. Taylor S. Lehman. Hannah Crowder Starnes. Dallas M. Wilson.
Let's go, Dallas!
Timothy A. Little, summa cum laude. Charlize Andrea Matthews. Tyra Yvette Tabers. Elizabeth Nicole Ogden, cum laude. Teresa Fan, magna cum laude. Vladimir Brandon Emmanuel McCleary. Jazelyn Tanae Morton. Nadan Baladanoj. Angela Mackenzie's Wilhite, cum laude.
Made it easy for you on the last one.
Okay, thanks. Charles Michael Wilhite, magna cum laude. Diana Alegrias. Tyler Scott Waldrop, cum laude. Alexandria Diane Gonzalez, cum laude. Logan Morel Brakefield, magna cum laude. Candace Lee Phillips. Layla Kurdzilik. Madison Taylor Carter Banyas, cum laude. Mackenzie Faith Holmes. Is that it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2023.
Congratulations, graduates. Really proud of you and your work and look forward to seeing what you do in our community and the larger world. This time I get to introduce our alumni speaker, Tyler Bolden. He currently serves as the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Tennessee. Before serving in this role, Tyler earned his Associate of Science in Pellissippi State from Pellissippi State in 2009. He's a member of the Knoxville 40 Under 40 class of 2020. I think he represents a lot of things that we hope and believe for our graduates, that they've learned something meaningful here and they carry it out into our community and do meaningful work right here in Knoxville. So please join me in welcoming Tyler Bolden to the podium.
Wow, what a big day. I am honored to be here. Hang on, let me get my notes here. Let's give it another round for our graduates here. Okay, here we go. I'm honored to be here with you today and thrilled to be one of the first to congratulate you on your graduation. You should be incredibly proud of yourself for reaching this important milestone. As you embark on the next chapter of your life, I want to take a moment to talk about the importance of maintaining relationships. Graduation is a time of celebration, but it can also be a time of uncertainty as you leave the familiar surroundings of your school and enter a new world. You've spent years building friendships, connections, and networks that have supported you during your academic journey. These relationships have been a crucial part of your success, and they will continue to be important in your future. As you move forward, it's essential to remember that maintaining relationships takes effort. It's easy to lose touch with people when you're busy with work, family, school, and other commitments. But it's worth the effort to stay connected, believe me. These relationships can provide invaluable support, advice, and guidance as you navigate the challenges of your future. So, make an effort to stay in touch with your classmates, professors, mentors, and colleagues. Reach out regularly, even if it's just a quick text or email. Starting today, each of you are a member of the Pellissippi State Alumni Association. And as a member, I encourage you to play an active role. Attend reunions, events, serve as a mentor to future students. Give back in a meaningful way, and make time to catch up with old friends. Remember, the people you've met during your academic journey have been a part of your life for a reason. They've helped shape who you are today, and they will continue to be a part of your story. So, don't let graduation be the end of your relationships. Let it be the beginning of a new chapter in your life where you continue to build and maintain meaningful connections with the people who matter most. Congratulations on your graduation, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. I'm going to ask our graduates to please stand and remain at your seats until all of their fellow graduates have left the courtyard. Thank you.
there was a smaller